Hang on, people. This is I didn't get the first part of it. This was a big hit piece by 60 Minutes on the AR. And I just found it pretty amazing how low the media would go to show a bunch of kids in order to go after the guns. And something to think about while I'm going through here, in case I forget to say it enough, is you'll notice at no time in this video do they hold any of the people that did these killings and shooting accountable. They are totally blaming the gun, the military, and the round, how fast it is. They at no time never blame personal responsibility. That is the liberal left. That's why the country goes to hell. That's why every city goes to hell in a handbasket when they start hollering, diversity is our strength, and we don't want to put people in jail, and we got to protect people of color, and we got to protect this, and we got to protect this group, and no personal responsibility whatsoever. And that is a great way to get rid of the Constitution, because our founders did the Constitution to hold government in check, because most people were good people who worked hard and believed in personal accountability. They raised their kids right. We had a different country morals and values, and the left has eroded that, and now they're saying it's the Constitution's fault that our country is bad, and if we just got rid of the Constitution, then we could get more government, and government could fix all this. The biggest lie ever told, and I just can't believe I'm going to fall for it, but this weasel here, I don't even know his name, but and he gets people, obviously, and doctors and firemen who are all crying and pushing his agenda. Outrageous.
To really represent what damage you would see in your soft tissues.
So this is a pretty accurate representation of what would happen to a human being.
Yeah, this is currently considered the kind of the state of the art.
Ballistic gel, state of the art. Been around for I don't know how many years.
This is a 9mm bullet from a handgun, which we captured in slow motion. The handgun bullet traveled about 800 miles an hour. It sliced nearly straight all.
Now, when they go 800 miles an hour, they're basically, let me get my calculator. So to get how many miles per hour a bullet is traveling, you multiply it by 6818, I think, 0.68. Let me look. 0.6818. So if a bullet is traveling at 1,200 feet per second, and you multiply that by 0.6818, you will get the miles. Oh, I screwed that up. Let's try that again. 1,200 feet per second times 0.6818. And you'll get the miles per hour. That's about 800 miles per hour. So they're talking about a 9mm bullet traveling about 1,200 feet per second, which, okay, 800 miles an hour. It sounds really fast at 800 miles an hour, but, I mean, most bullets travel about 900 feet per second. I mean, that's probably the average low end is 900 feet per second. So if you do 900 times, 900 feet per second times 0.6818, you will get about 600 miles per hour is the average bullet. Now, obviously, if you get into faster bullets, you got a bullet. My Ruger 204 travels at 4,200 feet per second. So that times 0.6818 will give me a speed of about 2,800 miles an hour is how fast my Ruger 204 bullet travels. But it's a lightweight bullet. So it's considerably faster than most bullets.
My kids are waking up and they're time to go to school. And
so now we're going to show a fireman who sees this, and he has to tell a story about why he puts a trauma kit in his 12-year-old's backpack because of this mean rifle. See, without this rifle, he wouldn't need this back. See, they didn't ask him, well, let me ask you a question. If the AR was outlawed tomorrow, would you still have your kid carry a trauma kit? Because his answer would be hell yeah, because he's a medical guy and he knows it. No different than if you asked me if my kid, if guns were outlawed, would I still want him to carry a gun? I'd say hell yeah, I would. Well, I digress. Hang on, let's stay on 60 Minute Lies.
And my son heard what had happened the night before when I was on the scene. And he looked at me with the fear of God that he had to go to school that day. My first instinct was...
Kids are scared to go to school because of the AR-15 and the bullet that blows up when it hits you. Are you kidding me? What a freaking hack job.
He needs a bleeding kit. My son today has a bleeding kit on his person. How old is he?
Oh my God, look at the surprised look, the tilted head, the look of concern, the shock and horror of a kid having a trauma kit. A kid being prepared. This idiot's like, isn't that government's job? Shouldn't your kid just be able to call 911 and they should come save him because of government? If we just had more government, your kid wouldn't need a kit. It's freaking liberal la-la land, freaking idiots.
12 years old. Here it is. This is it. I've given him this, and I've taught him how to use it.
This guy's like, did you steal that shit from the truck? Because I was missing some of these packs. You took that shit from the truck and gave it to your kid. I know what he's thinking. You go, boy, go get him.
You believe that these mass casualty events have become so common
Absolutely.
that it is important for everyone in this country to be prepared.
Everyone.
That's where we are in America.
You should be prepared anyway. And it shouldn't be just from idiots with guns. It should be from government. You can't turn on the TV without seeing a cop shooting some guy because he's got a stuffed animal that looks like a dog and he thought he was going to be attacked, so he shot the guy holding the stuffed animal. I mean, you ought to be prepared any damn way, except you. You don't need a trauma kit. Hey, dude, don't worry about it. I'll take care. I got a trauma kit. You don't need one. You just call me and I'll come save you. Freaking idiot.
That's where we are.
Ryland Ward survived the church massacre because firefighter Rusty Duncan. Every year, Ryland was a tourniquet. Because firefighter Rusty Duncan used his belt as a tourniquet.
Oh, he didn't have a killer kit on him, so he used his belt. Gee, that's only been happening for what, 20, 30 years before tourniquets became so popular and easily available? What a hit job.
Days of
How do you know?
They told me.
This kid stumps this idiot. This is how stupid this guy is. He goes like, I talked to people that worked on you, and the kid goes, like who? And he can't come up with a name. The kid has to give him an answer. Freaking idiot.
Talk to some of the people who helped you.
Like who?
There was Dr.
Hello?
Dr. Lau, yes.
What an idiot. Good thing the kid was there to answer his stupid question.
Strength back, mother and sisters moving forward. Surgeries that saved her. Never come. All Americans are being asked to prepare for the grievous wounds. Oh my God.
Anyway, this is how they ended it. It was just a hit piece. I couldn't believe it. The lies and the mistruths and the implications, and nobody has the common sense who believes this crap to think like you don't blame banks and money for people getting killed at bank robberies, and you don't blame cars when people drive like maniacs and run from the police at 100 miles an hour and government chases them at 100 miles an hour and then they kill somebody. They never blame the cars. They don't blame banks and money. They don't blame any other crime and disasters on inanimate objects except guns. Somehow guns have become a new entity of knowledge and ability to act on their own, because it's never the people that use them to do these evil acts. It's always the gun itself. Out freaking rageous. This thing just irritated me. My opinion, you can hate on me in a comment if you don't like it. Well, then that there,